These are all perennials. They come back year in and year out. So you make a very small investment. In this case, we're going to talk less than $20. And every year you're going to get something that greets you once again. These are our 4-piece Easy Peasy Daylily collection. Daylilies are probably the simplest and easiest way to begin with what looks like exotic plants, but they're not exotic at all. These are one of the hardiest daylilies out there. This is a brand new collection for you that we're making available for the very first time, and it's our only order of the season. You're going to get 2 of them that are called Pretty Woman, and then you're also going to get one that's called Blackberry Sherbert. Here's the Blackberry Sherbert in gorgeous, gorgeous, large petals of orange. But if you look in the center, it looks like Mother Nature came in with a paintbrush and dabbled that berry shade in the center. They are gorgeous. You'll get 2 of those. Then you're also going to get 2 of what is called Pretty Woman, and this is Ballet Slipper Pink with a touch of yellow inside as well. If you grew up in the Midwest like I did, everybody remembers the standard traditional, kind of blasé, I hate to say it, orange daylily, but they would thrive in your gardens for decades. So will these. They also grow a little shorter. They're not quite as leggy. So if you have strong winds or hard storms, they don't fall to the ground. It is a magnificent plant. Now, I need some help in this hour, so I brought a friend in. Now with social distancing, we're doing a lot of things with this technology of Skype, and it has allowed us to bring our friends in from all over the country. Katie Dubow is part of the Cottage Farms team. I can see you. Katie, how you doing? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. I'm great. How are you?
Doing very well. Thank you for getting up early and helping us out. Daylilies are a great start to any garden because it's probably one of the easiest plants to grow and to have thrive and come back year after year.
That's right. When anyone, and right now, so many people are starting their new gardens. We are home and we are itching to get outside and get our hands dirty. And people are saying, what plant do I start with? Well, I say the daylily. If you want a plant that will bloom for you for that, big burst of the season, it blooms late spring all the way through. These are reblooming daylilies. Now, not all daylilies, if you're a new gardener, will do that. Like you said, those older, not as good varieties will just bloom once. That's why we chose this Easy Peasy collection, because these are re-blooming. So you'll get that bloom in the late spring, and they'll bloom again for you in summer. So, and the colors, Dan, I mean, these are just fantastic colors. So if you're a first-time gardener, or as you said, if you're someone who's been gardening for years, this is a staple for any garden.
But these are varieties, Katie, that you don't normally find at your local garden stores. Percentage-wise, and Katie had said, reblooming daylilies are really rare. That's less than 10% of all the daylilies in the world are reblooming. Let me come around to the front because I want to show you what you're going to get. These come to you as a bare root, and you're getting 4 of them. This is actually one of them, just one. So you plant it so these little tuberuses are in the soil. What is already starting to grow, you want at ground level coming up, and you will have flowers this year. The old daylilies that I remember got to be 6 feet or taller, and they were really leggy. With this, it's a little bit more subdued. We've got these in pots, which you can do, but they make a fantastic border. They also make a really good back part of a garden, giving you down space to be able to plant things that grow a little bit lower. And these 2 varieties, Katie, you and your team handpicked these for the beauty of those gorgeous flower petals.
Ah, yes. I mean, I love the eye. So it gives you, when you're planting your garden, I love how you're saying you want different height. These get to be about 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide. But I love that eye, that center color eye. It's going to really draw your attention to it. And those bright yellow colors and the bright pink, we picked them really to be complements to each other. You've got one of those hibiscus behind you. These would work great planted right in front of that hibiscus because they can really take a little bit of part shade. They can take full sun.
Yep.
They can take whatever soil no conditions you throw at them. So they are, I mean, true to their name, easy peasy.
It's funny, you say they'll take sun, they'll take shade. They will also take ignorance on the part of us as gardeners. They take bad behavior and terrible upkeep. They take the crummiest soil and still thrive. There's an old adage that these are too dumb to die. So you can use this as problem solution planting. Isn't that the craziest phrase in gardening? If you want an exotic, tropical look to part of your property, then the easy peasy daylilies are absolutely the easiest way to be able to bring that to life. And less than 20 bucks for 4 thriving plants. I thought that was amazing.
Oh, and I just love those pink. I like the way you describe the ballet slipper pink of the Pretty Woman. I mean, it really is such a nice, gentle pastel color. And pastel colors are really nice in our gardens, but I personally love those really hot colors. We have you can plant daylilies somewhere you can't drag the hose, somewhere in your garden that you want color, but that doesn't need the maintenance. And that yellow out in the, back corner of your yard is going to really pop.
All right, Katie, you're the expert. I call this problem solution planting because this is what you plant when you can't get anything else to grow. And I love your analogy of something too far away from the garden hose. You don't worry about it. Almost everyone who has ordered has picked up multiples. This is our only order that we have for the whole season. If you are going to plant them as a border plant, how far apart should I plant them? And what do you recommend?
Yeah, so daylilies, I love them as a border plant because they are one of those plants that go tall and straight. Plus, because of their really leafy foliage, they block out weeds. So on your borders, if you're walking along them, you don't want to have to be pulling weeds. So they really are that problem solver plant. They do grow to be about 2 feet wide, and they will grow so that slowly over time, daylilies will multiply. And so you can you're making more plants at home. But I would suggest planting them that good 20 to 24 inches apart.
When I said it's the only order we've got for the whole season, we brought in 6,500. The first 1,000 disappeared in just the first few moments. If you were to go to the house that I was raised in back in Indiana, Indianapolis, my father still lives there, our entire backyard separating us from what used to be the Zigners, I don't think they live there anymore, were traditional Indiana daylilies. This gives you a little bit shorter plant, a little more manageable, gorgeous colors and flowers, and you're getting 2 of the Pretty Woman, you're getting 2 then of the blackberry Sherberts. But I recommend picking up multiples so that you can spread that beauty out. Our next plant, I don't even have enough in quantity to talk about. There's fewer than 2,000 remaining for the whole season, but I can